So I need to come clean about something, a secret I've been keeping for 15 years now. And it's the story of Gareth, the pizza guy. So back in 2010, I was in my late teen years, and as the youngest sibling in a white household, it meant I was the only one still living at home. All of my older siblings had moved out, and my parents at the time both worked 9 to 5 sort of jobs. And then, there's commuting home and stuff. So, and then they would also do their own things sometimes. So it was not uncommon for me to just be home alone. Being a teenager who was not the most financially responsible person, I would not infrequently just order pizza to, so that I could eat. There was one time, this was again in the year 2010, where I ordered pizza. What I would often say, like I would leave my cell phone number with the pizza place, and then the pizza guy could call me, and I would come down to the lobby because I lived in an apartment building. One time I got a call from the pizza delivery guy, and I just saw his name on my call display, which was Gareth. Now, for some reason, my teenager brain saw this and thought, this guy has an awesome name. It has such a phonetically pleasing feel to it. It's got just the right amount of syllables and common enough sort of name that, it's not like bizarre, but also not so common that it's mundane. It was just like a very good name. Kudos to Gareth's parents. I was kind of enamored momentarily by this person's name. No, I wasn't a normal kid. I went down to meet him in the lobby to get my pizza, and I gave him cash as a tip because that's the common courtesy thing to do here, at least, is you tip your delivery person, right? I don't know why I'm explaining this. Tip culture's a thing here, okay? So anyways, I gave him a cash tip, and I don't know, maybe it was like a good tip because he took this money and he's like, wow, thanks. And he was enamored by this money in much the same way I was enamored by his name in my call display. He was so enamored by the tip I gave him that he forgot his bag. So then I had to chase him down to give him his bag back. And he was just very kind and polite and a little goofy feeling. And then he had this great name. So I went onto Facebook, as was the social media platform of the time, and I created a Facebook fan page with a friend of mine called Gareth, the pizza guy. And it didn't take long for Gareth to catch wind of this Facebook fan page and find it, and he's like, who's running this page? He didn't know. Various friends of Gareth also all started following the page and stuff. Before long, there was a fairly solid number of followers, at least, for a Facebook fan page run by a teenager in the year 2010. I kind of vowed at the time to never reveal that it was me because this was meant to be just something of a joke between me and a few friends, and then people I would tell the story to of how he was enamored by this tip and I was enamored by his name and then he forgot his bag. Anyways, all of these years later, he used the fan page in his portfolio applying for jobs. I found out later, he used it as proof he was such a good delivery guy that someone made a Facebook page about him. He didn't know all these years who was running it, etc., etc. So in the end, it was just me, just a stupid, at the time, kid running a Facebook fan page with no real purpose to it, just that it exists. I tried to delete it recently because I was like, well, this has been going for long enough and I keep getting notifications from Facebook about it, and I never use Facebook these days, or very rarely. But I couldn't delete it because I had to enter a password, which I forgot. Anyways, so this was just a weird thing that happened in my life, a weird thing that I did, but it exists still. This was the anticlimactic end of the story. It was a different time, and not everything was monetized. We just did shit for fun. All right, well, that's the end of this story. Bye.